Can the weather affect joint pain? In this video, we're going to talk about whether the weather can affect joint pain in arthritis. Now, there are multiple different types of arthritis, and we're going to talk specifically about osteoarthritis because it's the most common type and the one we have the most information for. In short, yes, the weather can affect the pain and joint symptoms you get from osteoarthritis. So we're going to explore a little bit around how this happens, why it happens, and what actually happens. As you can see today, the weather is quite changeable. It's sunny one minute, windy the next, cloudy the next. And this is the type of weather that seems to affect joints more than other types of weather. So it seems to be the change in the weather that really makes the effect. There's been a few studies, including some quite large ones, which asked patients about the effect of weather on their joint symptoms. And they actually correlated really well. So a lot of people do find that the weather affects their symptoms. But which types of weather? So, as I already alluded to, it does seem that stable weather doesn't really seem to matter. And that's the same for whether it's raining, sunny, hot, windy, whatever it is. But it's really the changeable weather. And the theory goes that this is to do with the pressure in the air. Your joints have their own pressure within them. They are enclosed in a capsule, and this means that they have a pressure that can be increased and decreased. And maybe it's the pressure outside that changes this and causes more or less symptoms. One thing that the studies have shown is that you can't actually predict the weather using your joints. So no, your knee is not going to tell you whether it's going to rain tomorrow. So what do we do with this information? It's not really any good if the weather's changeable and it's going to affect your joints. It can help us plan a little bit though. So if the weather is like today, changeable, sun keeps coming out, wind keeps picking up, then maybe tomorrow your joints might not feel so good. So if the weather is changeable, maybe plan to do a little bit less on that day, or maybe plan to do a little bit less tomorrow. Or it might be that you think, actually, maybe tomorrow is a good day to take a little bit more of a painkiller or an anti-inflammatory to try and get on top of my symptoms. So hopefully that answers the question to if the weather does affect your joint pain and your osteoarthritis. And again, it does. So don't let anybody else tell you that it doesn't. If you do have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them. Put them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like to the channel so that you get notifications when I post more videos.